Good morning, everybody on YouTube. This is Rick Thomas from Obsolete Video Services. Hey guys, well, getting out of morning. It's around 12:30, quarter to 1. Just had a huge FedEx truck pull up in front of my house with a big heavy box, and I do mean heavy. This is a great start of the end of the year and the beginning of the year. As I spoke in a previous video, we are going to be recovering some CBS television masters. As you can see, I got them on my table laid out. Here's another one that was sent to me. I wasn't expecting this particular one, but this is also a quad that's an actual mystery tape. But anyways, we got them today by FedEx, very heavy box. These quad tapes are not light, folks. Most of these are on plastic reels. This one's on an aluminum reel, and this one's on an aluminum reel. But these are all on plastic reels. Okay, guys, what makes this very, very significant? A gentleman I contacted, well, actually, he came to me when he was getting ready to sell these, and he didn't think he'd ever be able to get these transferred or even get to see the contents of these tapes. But when he saw my YouTube page, he quickly turned around and pulled them off eBay and sold them directly to me. This is a lot of 6 tapes. 6 quad tapes, as we spoke in a previous video. He has 50, maybe 60 of these pulled from a dumpster from the late 70s. These are all master tapes from KNXT Channel 2 from 69, 71, and 72. This one may be a later recording. It's an unknown. It's full. There's a lot of tape on this one. This is a very interesting tape. I can't wait to see what's on this one. But these are from KNXT Channel 2 in Los Angeles from 69, 71, 72, this particular lot. So I'm assuming the rest of the 50 or 60 are going to be in that ballpark range of years and dates and all that. What makes this very significant is CBS and, television masters from this time. You just don't find them, guys. I mean, this is a holy grail store of CBS television masters. From a television channel that mastered the quad 2-inch tape back in the 70s. Now, quad was the most prevalent type of format at that time. They didn't have cassette formats. 3/4 U-matic didn't come around to like 1974. So quad was a very used a lot type of format. They didn't have, if they wanted to keep anything, like I said, they'd have to take it from quad tape like this and dump it down to a 1-inch format like this, which you guys can see, which a lot of the people did, especially people who used to host horror movies on television. They would record their program on quad tape, like in Chicago, the Svengoolie Masters were done on 2-inch quad like this. But they never dubbed them down to anything else for safety, but most horror hosts at that time, if they would have requested copies of their shows or whatever when they were doing their show, they would probably dump it down to a 1-inch tape like this, which is a IVC type of format, or even a different type of 1-inch, which would probably be an Ampex 1-inch machine like that. So they would dump them down or transfer them off to 2-inch quad to 1-inch for archiving, or for the individual doing the programming, whoever that might be. Whoever's doing a television show might want a copy of it or might want to save it. Because 2-inch quad was very, very expensive. One of these reels alone was like $300 back in the day. $300 a reel. They were very, very expensive. These, not so much. That's why you see a lot more of these reused, because there's not a whole hell of a lot of tape on these. But full reels of quad 2-inch tape was about $300 a reel. And anybody doing television programs or local programming at a local station and wanted a copy, they would dump it down to a 1-inch format such as this, so they could take home or keep just in case they ever want to refer back to it. Now, these are high band color. Of course, this is an IVC. It's a low band color. So it doesn't really matter. You're just making a copy from a 2-inch quad to a 1-inch just for safety keeping. But there is difference in the various differences in the formats. But the quality relatively is pretty much in the same ballpark. You ain't really getting much of a transfer of a loss. You're getting a very good master to a 1-inch once you take it from a 2-inch quad. But 2-inch quad generally, like I said, guys, you could tell they're very old, because this is the brown stuff. The brown videotape is the oldest stuff you're going to find. So this tape stock is pretty damn old. All right. All of them are brown except for this one, which is a Fuji, which is a newer tape stock, which is the the black backer crap, which is going to have to be baked for quite a while. But these here, and this one here also has black backer, so this must be relatively new as well. But I wanted to explain something about what's on these. You guys get a good idea of what we're going to be working on, you know. And from what I can tell, these are going to be very interesting. This particular tape, it says quickie intros. That means intros to CBS programming, meaning this could be some very, very rare stuff with the CBS logo on it. So this is going to be a very interesting tape to check out. It's not a lot on there, so there could be maybe 3, maybe 4 good, quick, rare promos on this. Also, other programming is going to be on these in general. This one here is from 1969. Could be a very lost show or whatever. So this is definitely from June 20th of 1969. This is a Jim promo from probably a show this guy was doing, and this is a promo for it. And maybe this is his audition for it. I don't know. So whatever is going to be found on these particular quad tapes is going to be amazing. I mean, I'm talking going to be amazing because this is all master stuff. Not any low-grade recordings. This is stuff that was done in the studio. So when I take them to my quad machine and I get around to running these tapes are going to have to be baked big time. I'm going to have to clean them. So like I said, these are very, very old 2-inch quad tapes from CBS of KNXT Channel 2 in Los Angeles. And this guy has a whole 50, 60 more of these. So he wants me to get these done. Yes, these were put on eBay, and then when I noticed they were on eBay, it's kind of weird because I got an email right away. Once I noticed these on eBay, I was very interested in buying them, but then I turned around and checked my email box, and this guy goes, "Hey, I'm pulling these off eBay. I want you to do these." I was like, it was like the timing was just ridiculous. But he's got between 50 or 60 of these, maybe a little more. This is the first 6 that I got. He shipped to me by FedEx. And it's going to be some amazing stuff, guys, because this is very early tape stock. So you know this is going to be some cool stuff because anything that's shorts is going to be promos, auditions, you name it. It could be almost anything. As far as like sports related and games and things like that, I got a tape here. Who knows? It could be sports stuff on this for all I know. But he has around 50 or 60 of these broadcast masters from KNXT Channel 2 in Los Angeles. And since I have 2 quad machines, this cost me nothing to do these guys. Like I said, if you're going to get into broadcast masters, this is particularly, I want to point this out to people who think they could just collect, lost television shows and things like that. But when you're dealing with videotapes and you're collecting lost masters, this is a very, very expensive endeavor. Since I have all the machines to do this stuff at Obsolete Video Services, the cost on doing this stuff is 0, where you would be paying $400 or more per tape. It's very, very expensive to get this stuff done. It's not cheap, and especially now that I have all the 1-inch machines, that's another 0 cost at my expense. When I run these, it wouldn't cost me nothing to do them. It's because I specialize in the broadcast equipment, 1-inch, 2-inch quads. This is what Obsolete Video Services does. We make it accessible for the collections to the people out there who are looking to get masters transferred off and transferred to files, and they want to be able to see their programming again. But this was a holy score. This is all mine. Once I transfer this stuff off, nobody's seen this stuff in almost 50-something plus years. So we're going to get this all up on my YouTube page. This is the Broadcast Masters, the first lot of 6 of 50 or 60 of these from a gentleman who contacted me on my YouTube page when he originally was selling them on eBay. But then he changed his mind once he saw my YouTube page. He just took them down and sold them to me directly. So I gave them to me directly. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video.